Yo, what's up everybody? It's Trailblazer B. I'm gonna hike every trail in the world. I'm gonna hike all the trails, every single one of them in my lifetime. And today we're doing the Iao Valley Secret Trail. It's a 2.5 mile trail going in between these massive mountains. And it should be going over a stream several times, but right now you can see I'm in the little botanical garden at the beginning. So I gotta go up to the lookout point, the peak, which takes about 30 minutes. And then once I'm up there, I'll come back down and get on the secret trail. It's not actually a secret, that's just the name of it. So I'll take you guys along. It's gonna be a good one. I should have brought sunglasses because unlike all my other hikes so far, instead of looking down from the tops, I'm gonna be looking up from the bottom of these mountains. So I should have brought my sunglasses, but it's too late. So unlike most of my other hikes, this park is a pretty crowded one. It's pretty popular. There are a lot of people coming to this one. I know it's a bunch of short trails, but it's also a highly recommended spot. I had several people tell me that this was an absolute must-see for me in my time here. So I'm headed up currently. I think it's like 130 steps, nothing too crazy, up to the top, to the needle, where you can see the lookout. So up a small flight of stairs, this is the lookout point. That there's the needle. And then here is the rest of the view. Down there's the parking lot and the gate. Look at that, you're just pinned in between two enormous mountains. All right, so the hike up to the lookout point was super short, but I'm headed back down now, and the goal is to find the secret trail. So the individual at the gate said that this trail has been washed away, so it's no longer paved, which is fine with me. I do a lot worse trails than paved trails anyways, but we're gonna take it kind of easy. My IT band has finally been feeling better. It's not 100% yet, but it's a lot better than it was. I don't want to mess it up and have to lose progress on the healing journey. So we're gonna take it nice and easy, but we're gonna try to find this trail now. I know it's got to be called secret for a reason, so we'll be looking out for it. Might have to ask some people where it's at. So I'm not certain if this is the right direction for what I'm looking for, but now we're dropping in elevation. You can see we're going down some stairs. I think this leads us to the creek or the river. I don't know which one it technically is. But we're gonna head down there and see if the secret trail is down at the bottom. All the description said was that it was in the parking lot or at the main parking lot. So I'm not actually sure where the trailhead starts. So we'll have to find it. But wish me luck. Just going down, starting to enter the jungle a little bit, or the rainforest. But we're headed down, hopefully in the right direction. Now this could be it. See, I'm on a paved trail now, but that could be it. Not paved at all. I don't know, I might have to do some asking around. That's not the first one of those I've seen. Just getting into the shade of these trees, the temperature has to have dropped at least 5 full degrees, like instantly. I'm gonna pop up here real quick. Looks like you can see, yeah, the creek. It's incredibly busy here. Not my style of hike with a lot of people, but still some beautiful views so far. All right, hopped on that other path. You can see it's not really super well marked or anything, but it is kind of secretish. Nobody else is on this one, so this is where we're going. So far it seems to actually be an established trail, so that's a good thing. It means I'm doing something right, and I haven't seen any signs saying don't go this way, but it wasn't marked at all. So hopefully, here we go. This is where it starts getting tough. I gotta climb through some trees. All right, I gotta put the camera down. Wish me luck. I think I'm on the right path. This looks an awful lot like a secret trail. For as advertised and as popular as this park is, this does not seem up to specs. So that's perfect. That's what we're looking for. And there's nobody else on this path. So I did something right, but it's kind of hard to tell where it goes. So if I get lost, I'm gonna have to rely on my own measures to survive. Luckily, ooh, something was on my leg. Luckily, there's lots of food sources out here. Like for example, look at that. Look at that right there on the ground. Food. I just walked across this dry creek bed, and now it looks like I have two options. I can follow this trail, or I can follow the rocks. I don't know. The rocks are obviously natural. Let's just check it out over here. Just take a peek around this corner and see. Yeah, this is the trail. So I'm gonna keep going this way. I think the creek bed just looked like one. Here we go. So you can see I'm on a little tiny trail. It leads up that way. Or that way, actually. And there's a big trail that crosses. Just talked to some folks that said they've never been the direction I'm going. So hopefully that means I'm doing the right thing. But it looks like it came up on a spot with the two paths that might actually merge. So check out a waterfall kind of thing. Not even a waterfall. More like a rapid behind me. And the water, oh, it's so clear. Let me turn it around. Look at just how clear the water is. It's supposed to be one of the staple features of this place. Wow. That's beautiful. Whoa, look at how clear that is right there. It's clear and still. Oh, dude. I should have brought my swim trunks. I want to go swimming in that. I mean, that's got to at least be 6-7 feet deep. And you can see all the way to the bottom like it's a couple inches. Whew. I knew it was clear. I didn't know it was that clear. So I don't know where this current part of the trail is taking me, but you can see it's a lot of uphill on very root-filled dirt. So just watch your step. Don't catch your toes and trip, you know. All right, now that we're in the thick of it, I do have good and exciting news to share with y'all. So I did actually get a tour guide position here on Maui. So I'll be working at the King's Gardens, doing tours there. I'll also be doing construction and website maintenance and all sorts of odd and end handyman stuff for the property. But I'm super excited to be doing tours. It's right in line with what I want to do with life, and I think it'll give me a lot of good experience that I can carry on to future places, you know, that kind of stuff, wherever I might be traveling. I really want to see Italy here soon, and we're gonna see if we can make it happen. But here the trail splits into two. I don't know which way I want to go. It's right or left. I'm gonna go left first, and we'll see what happens. Let's turn the camera around so you can see this. All right, so you can see the river over there. We're coming through these tea tree plants. So something really interesting about these tea tree plants is that they're considered a spiritual plant. So the green ones are like green stoplights. They tell the good spirits to go ahead and come on in. And then you'll see there are red ones as well. And the red ones, the passports again. The red ones are actually meant to keep bad spirits out, which is really cool. So green is go, red is stop. But it's for warding and welcoming spirits of good and evil in Hawaiian culture, which is super cool. Real quick, I'm gonna pop down into the river again. And you can see there's a lot of side trails that lead out here. The water's super clear. And all the way up. Something really cool about this place is originally it was used as a big old farmland. So when the Hawaiians first got here by boat, they brought over a bunch of boat plants, and they started planting stuff and growing it here in the Iao Valley, which is pretty cool. And you can see why. I mean, you're right next to a volcano, and you got this huge river running through with super clear water. It's the perfect place to set up some farmland, produce you some food. We're hopping back on another path. Not sure exactly where it goes, except for into the rainforest. So let's get it. All right, the trail is starting to feel a lot more secret. It's starting to become very overgrown and rocky and a little unclear. I'm gonna keep following it. Hope it's not like a deer trail or something, and that we can find our way back later. You can see we're still in between. I'm directly below there. Beautiful. I'm gonna keep on the path. So I just decided, I put my shoes on my backpack, other side, put my shoes on my backpack and decided to do the rest of the trail barefoot because I'm a monkey and why not? Now I gotta get over this big ass log. Oh, fuck. Ow, ow, that IT band is hurt. Ooh. Anyways, now that's over, I'm gonna continue on the trail with no shoes and hopefully not get bit by a venomous centipede. That would be bad. So, actually, now I'm tweaking about it. Just look at the ground. My feet are all dirty, and this is the path. But there's a bunch of green tea tree plants, so I feel like I'm being welcomed in. Thank you, nature, for welcoming me. There are a bunch of spiders, though. Keep running into them. Look at that, nasty. Anyways, river's down there. I got, ooh, something was in my hair, dude. Yikes. It's like crunchy. Oh gosh, I'm tweaking now. There's so many spiders. It doesn't look like anyone's been on this path for days. So I think it is the secret trail. Either way, I know we're in further than the original park trail. So I'm good with it. I'm gonna just keep going. Ooh. Ah. Ooh. Look, I found an itty bitty baby waterfall. How cool is that? Feeds right into the river. Cool. I gotta go up these steps. Yeah. So another really nice thing about Maui, along with having no snakes, it also has no poisonous to the touch plants. So no poison ivy, no poison sumac, no poison oak, nothing like that. So I'm actually very comfortable knowing that the only thing that can get my feet are centipedes. And that would be bad, but you don't really have to worry about them because you're unlikely to run into them. It's pretty much only if you're pulling up rocks, you know, digging and stuff, and they're really not going to mess with you unless you're messing with them. So, whew, this path is getting a little more difficult. Hopefully I'm still on the path. Look at this, going straight up. I mean, my head is at like the next step level, but worth it for the views. Yaw, dog. Well, folks, this trail just got upgraded from moderate to hard. Look at this. This is I'll throw this little rock with my foot. That is a direct drop all the way down to the bottom. And I gotta climb it. That's the path. So I gotta go backwards. Can't take a video on this one. Wish me luck as I begin my descent. I'm gonna have to come back up again to get back. So whatever I do going downhill, gotta do uphill. It's the disadvantage of a non-loop trail. All right, I paused on my way down. I wanted to show you I've taken about 2 steps and I'm already my height below where my feet were earlier. So, holding on to the roots and climbing down as best as I can. All right, it took me a second, but I made it to the bottom of the near vertical descent down back to the path. And I can tell this definitely is a path, whether it's human-made or animal-made, but if there's a path, I'm taking it. I'm gonna hike every trail in the world, and that doesn't stop for the ones that are hard. Whew, I just stepped on a rock and it hurt my foot a little bit. Check out. All right, now it looks like I have to go back up. So this is definitely a trail that you want to make sure you have plenty of sunlight for, because it is not the easiest to see, and definitely would be damn near impossible at night. There'd be no chance. You're better off, if you get stuck out here after sunset, you're better off to just set up camp and stay the night, because you will get yourself lost if you try to make it back. I'm taking a little detour. I'm gonna wipe my feet off. Ooh, check this guy out. Look at him. He's huge. Huge, my boy. Camera won't focus on him. Big old spiders. Try not to catch them. I'm going down. All right, so I went all the way across and I sat on that thing, which you won't see unless you follow me on Instagram, but I am soaked now. So I'm gonna have to get over there in the sun a little bit and just kind of bake off, because oh, that water was cold, man. And it got all the way up to like here. I know it doesn't look that deep, but I was like right in this section. Oh, bro, I got soaked. Well worth it though. I feel great. I feel amazing. So since my pants got soaked, they're now chilling on that rock over there. And I decided I'm gonna go up to like right here. I'm gonna skip some rocks, because that's my favorite thing to do. So that's what we're gonna do. Wait for the pants to dry a little bit and then get back to the hike. So I've only got 5.5 hours left of sunlight, which I think should be enough for the trail, but I haven't been moving at a very fast pace, and I'm also new to this trail. So just to be sure, I put my pants back on, got my shoes back on, and we're back on the trail now. Not completely dried off yet, but it'll be all right. We'll survive. We're making our way back through. Gonna continue on the path, see how far it leads. And then once I reach the end, we'll start headed back. So far, it's been a great experience. That water felt so amazing. But now we're gonna see what else this path holds. So I'm not certain, but I think I've reached the end of the path. I don't see anywhere that it looks like it leads to. I'm gonna push on a little bit further because I can cross these rocks fairly easily. So I'm gonna push on a little bit further, see if a path shows up, but it looks like I've reached the end. Yeah, don't know what else to say about that. So this is the view at what I think is the end of the trail. But we'll continue on. We're gonna cross these rocks. I'm gonna jump across from here to there to there. See if I can make it to there. If not, we'll just go up a bit and see what we can do. I might also be able to get across going down this way, but there were some huge spiders down there, so I want to be careful of that. I'm not a fan of spiders. So I was unable to find a way across up there, so I did come down near the spiders again. And we're gonna get across here, and then we're gonna go up. Hopefully that presents a path. If not, I'll have to find my way back, and that'll be the end of the trail. But I'll make sure to capture the view along the way back too, as it is different going forward and going backwards. Sometimes you get some way different views and see some things you wouldn't notice before. So give me a second, I'm gonna get across, and then we'll keep checking to see if the path opens up again. All right, so we just got across. I'm still looking out for spiders, making sure I don't go through any webs. I mean, these things are like 4 inches around. Definitely don't want one crawling on me. But I made it across, and we're trekking up on these rocks. making it the rest of the way up here. It does actually kind of look like a path opens up once you get up here, so maybe it's not quite the end yet. We will see. But yeah, you can see up this way. It kind of looks like it keeps going. I'm gonna check it out. Take a quick gander and then assess while trying to still avoid the arachnids. Okay, so I'm up here and I don't see any trails at all. That I thought might be a trail, but I looked up and it was not. So what I'm gonna do is I'm actually just gonna follow the creek up as far as I possibly can, scaling these rocks, going across, doing what I have to. But I wanna see, I don't know what the source of this river is, but whatever it is, if it's a waterfall or a spring, I wanna see it. So I'm gonna make it up as far as I possibly can and try not to get wet along the way. I may end up taking my shoes off and just trotting straight, but for right now, I'm just gonna try to go through the rocks. I just had the worst possible thing happen, and I got both of my feet soaked. I stepped on a slippery rock. My right foot went in, and then in an effort to try to save my right foot, my left foot... What was that? Oh my gosh, you heard that? That's that little guy right there. Dude, it's just that little bird. I thought it was an alarm. Holy crap. That guy's loud. Do it again, dude. Come on, bro. Make that sound. I'm gonna whistle at him. Yeah, he doesn't care. So the river splits off into two here. I don't know if it rejoins at any point, but I think I'm gonna go this way, and I'm gonna take off my shoes and just go straight through the water, because these guys are wet now anyways. They could use the time to dry off. So we're just gonna go straight. So the really nice thing about just walking through the water is that, ooh, my phone just came within an inch of the water. I was gonna say, even though it's hard to balance and it's hard on your feet, at least I don't have to worry about the spiders. But damn, my phone just came within an inch of the water. You guys almost didn't get to see this trail. Woo! Oh my god, that was gnarly. So I've gone a good bit further up, and I'm now at the point where going barefoot at this hike, I don't think is a good idea. You can see there's no good path forward at all. So I'm gonna put my shoes on and I'm gonna walk through the creek. I'm not gonna put my socks on, I'm just gonna let my shoes get wet, because walking on the bottom, there are a lot of sharp rocks and I do not wanna tear my feet up. So I'm gonna back up just a little bit, put my shoes on, and then continue forward and just deal with the wet feet, because I don't think there's any way around it if I want to get any further. All right, I got my shoes back on, about to get into the water. I did put my socks up here. Now, before you say anything about having stinky socks up in my shoulder strap, I wouldn't know if they're stinky. All right, my sense of smell is so weak. I've had my nose broken so many times. I even had to have surgery where they drilled up my sinus cavities or whatever. So I wouldn't know. So it doesn't bother me. I don't care if you think it's weird. All right, but we're going all the way up here. I gotta find a good spot to step down into, because I still do have to be careful about slipping. Just because I'm not worried about my feet getting cut doesn't mean I don't have to worry about slipperiness. So we're gonna head in there. I gotta say, this has to be one of the most freeing feelings, to be able to walk, you know, completely without care of how sharp the rocks are below my feet. Even though my shoes are gonna be completely drenched, it's okay, because this is awesome. And there's nobody else out here but me. So I know for a fact I hit the secret trail. I think I passed the end of the secret trail. Now I'm thinking about it, I'm gonna have to find where it ended. But I know a couple of the landmarks along the creek. So as I go, or along the river, as I go, I'll know them when I see them. I'm trying not to get too deep, because I want to be able to still use my pockets to hold my phone and stuff. So this feels a little sketchy. I'm doing my best to make it across. One step at a time. Make sure each foot is secure before you send the next one, or you're gonna go sliding. Okay, got a hand point. We're good. I think we made it to safety. All right, ladies and gents, I'm seriously debating whether or not to keep going. I don't even know what's at the end of this, so I don't know if it's worth seeing or not. I guess that's part of the adventure, but it's gotten a little bit easier. You can see this patch is gonna be cake, but I also don't have service, so I can't look on the map to see how much further I've got to go. I think, so right now it's 1:08. I think I started this trail around 11, so I'm like 2 hours in. So I'm gonna say if it gets to be 4 o'clock and I've made no progress, I need to start heading back. Actually, you know what? If it gets to be 2:30, I need to go back because it gets dark at 6 o'clock here. I keep forgetting that. So I need to be wary. Spider! I need to be wary of that because I cannot be heading back in the dark. This trail is way too hard to follow. If that were the case, I don't have all my gear on me because this is supposed to be a shorter hike. If that were the case, I'd be kind of screwed. Have to set up shelter for the night and figure something out. All right, so the phone is gonna have to go into the backpack for a while because I'm in water so deep my pockets won't be safe. So I'm gonna have to put the phone in the backpack. All right, so I've made it as far as I'm willing to go beyond the path. I've done quite a stretch beyond where I was supposed to go. So beyond here, this is the direction. If I were to keep going, I'd be going this way. It just is no longer conducive for hiking. I'll either get injured or hurt, and I don't want to risk that, or I'll get lost. So I'm gonna go back this way, get back in the water for a minute, gonna put the phone in the backpack, and then I'll pull out the camera again when I'm back on the trail. It's gonna take me a little bit to find, but push come to shove, I just go to that spot I was swimming in earlier, and I know where the path leads from there. If I just follow the river all the way up, I'll be good. So I had thought I picked up the trail again, but clearly that was not the case. I am now just in the middle of the rainforest, but I'm close enough to the river to where I still know my way, still can figure it out. So I'm gonna get back down to the river again, because that's a lot more enjoyable than these weeds. And then we'll see. All right, I officially made it back on the trail. So I just climbed up these rocks here to get up to where I'm at, but real quick, I wanna show you the size of the creepy crawlies we got out here. So I'm gonna zoom in on him. Look at how massive that guy is. Oh, dude, he's at least the size of the palm of my hand. He's got enormous fucking spiders. That's why I'm freaking out about him. I've made it back to the spot where I have to scale basically vertically, and this is the only reason that I wish I wasn't solo hiking, so I could have somebody down here to record me climbing up. But unfortunately, I would have to go up, back down, and then up again to get any video content of it. Unless I can try it with just one hand. Let's see. Oh yeah, I can get this. Yeah, buddy. Yeah, buddy. Oh, my bag got snagged. Yikes. All right, now I gotta figure out which way to go again. I think it's this way. Okay, on my way back, I've now made it again to the point where there are lots of people. So that means I am getting close to being back inside the paved trail area. I'm not in a rush to get there, but you know, the hikes aren't as fun for me once a bunch of people are around. Feels less wild that way. I really enjoy the hikes where it's just out in the middle of who knows what with barely anybody around. You know, that's the stuff I enjoy. But you know, it's good for everybody to get out and be doing hikes but this is just a pretty popular spot. So I'm coming up now on where the path takes a whole bunch of loopsies, I guess. But yeah, like I said, back to the front of the park where it's awfully crowded. All right, almost back to the park, and it is starting to rain a little bit. I don't know which path I'm supposed to take here. I'm gonna go up this way, but it is starting to rain a bit. So I'm gonna start picking up my pace and getting back. So we made it back to the parking lot. Pretty short hike today and a good bit beyond the trail. But this was the Iao Valley on Maui. Definitely a cool spot. I mean, you can see there's the needle up behind me, and then the mountain on the other side. So you're pinned in between the two mountains. Most of the hike is along the river, so that's pretty good. Pretty easy to find your way. Just don't do it at dark or during dark, because the trail is not super visible. But as long as you stay by the river, you're pretty much good. Overall, pretty good hike. I would rank it on a scale of extreme hard, moderate, easy cakewalk. I'd put it at somewhere between moderate and hard, just because of the portions where you have to climb up and jumping across the rocks. Otherwise though, pretty easy hike, pretty short. Good one, lots of good views. Check it out. And if you want to see more pictures and exclusive content that's not going to be on the YouTube video, go ahead and check out my Instagram. It's at BWrennan, BWRENNAN. Check it out. I've got a lot more stuff on there as well. So I will see you guys next time, and let me know what you think. Send more hiking recommendations. Peace.